Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Fantasy Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Poxus Wave Samir Scrollwarder. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging. And here we have the websites you can go to. MythicLegions.com, SourceHorseman.com, StoreHorseman.com. Here is the logo that Four Horsemen use on Mythic Legions, or with Mythic Legions. It's a nice collector packaging so that you can package stuff back up if that's your desire. Nice big blister showcasing the figure and accessories. Some of the stuff is in the back there. It's a little hard to see from here. Mythic Legions on the bottom. Small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print. Websites you can go to. Warning! Don't stick things in your pile that do not belong there. And don't give it to babies. And then there's the barcode on this side. He is the Basilia faction. So he's a magic user. And then here is his bio. Samir Scrollwarder. If you want to read that, you can pause it right here. And moving right along. Here we've got some nice Poxus artwork, Four Horsemen. Here is the cross sale with no names. Here's some more text if you want to read. You can pause it right here and read all of that. And then down here we have the credits. And then over here, entire collection at MythicLegions.com. You can see the entire collection. You can't buy the entire collection. And that, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. So we do have handy dandy tweezers to look at some of the smaller stuff when we get there, but we don't need that to start out with. First of all, we have his staff, and it looks like it's maybe a bronze or gold colored base. And it does have a bit of wash over it, because look at all that detail in the head of the staff there. It's got the, you know, the Basilia stuff going on there, snake with wings. And then it's in a hoop, and then it's on a post, and lots of rings till you get down here, and then it's twists or spiral, maybe. You are being hypnotized. So, you know, and then it's got wash throughout it, and it has a very distinguished look to it. And then here we have his magic blast, which is, you know, it comes to a blast point there, I guess, but it's two different colors intertwining. And of course you can use those with the staff. And if you're going to use them like that, I suggest that you put them on before you put the staff in his hand. It does make it a lot easier to deal with. So now let's get the handy dandy tweezers out. So how many times can I say so there? I don't know. As many times as I need to, I guess. So first of all, we have this scroll. S-C-R-O-L-L, not to be confused with Marvel's Scrolls. So, you know, papyrusy kind of rolled up looking. Got a little bit of a wash on it. And then we also have this longer version, pretty much the same. Hey, you stand back up over there. And we have a thing of pouches and poultices and I don't know what all you would call this stuff. But anyway, it's a clip of bag type stuff that hangs from his belt. There's this clip on the back that'll hang it to his belt. This one's a pouch. This one's maybe like a clay jug or something. Maybe that's what this is too, or glass. So there's that. He also has this nice spell book with this gold chain on it, so he can put it around him and tote it around everywhere. Unfortunately, it doesn't open up or anything like that, which is kind of a shame. But, you know, it does have some nice gold bits on it. It's molded, I guess, in brown. It's got this strap and these gold bits and bobs on it, this sun thing, and these buckles and this binding here. So pretty cool looking little book. Now he does have 1, 2, 3 extra sets of hands. So he's got the grappling claw digging out. They're coming to get you Barber hands. They're on in and out hinges. Nice molded detail and a nice color to it. Matches up with Samir. Samir. I don't know. But anyway, there's some hands. Maybe they're spell casting hands, like these. In and out hinges. Splayed finger look to it. Nice molded detail. Same with this one. Same as the other one, only it's the opposite side. So that's cool. And then he also comes with a second set of grip hands, and these are on up and down hinges. And again, nice molded details and nice coloring. So there's that. Next up is his alternate head, which is like his, I guess, spell casting head. Ooh, I'm doing magic, so my eyes are glowing, and so is my face. So, but all kidding aside, it does look pretty cool. And I would hate to see this guy casting spells at me, personally. Next, we have his hooded cape, and it's wired here at the bottom, and it's wired here at the hood, the edge of the hood. Not in the back though, just in the front. So nice double plied material, meaning it's sewed in the front and the back, or there's a layer in the front and the back sewed together. Got some wire here along the front edge and along the bottom edge as well, and again, as I mentioned before, in the hood, so you can do some shaping and posing with it. The wire in it feels just a little bit thin there. So here's this belt, and I took it off because it kept popping off, so I'm gonna have to do something to fix that. So he's got some straps here to stick stuff, like maybe he carries a sword sometimes, I don't know. So it looks like there might be a little bit of a wash on this belt. You can see there's a port right there, and there's a post on this end where they connect together. So we've got some rivets and hoops that are kind of a gold or bronze colored. Nice molded details in there, textural details that really help stuff stand out. So we'll move those out of the way. So now let's take a look at the figure himself. And I have to say, did a good job on the head and the eyes, the eyebrows, the beard. Beard looks like it has a bit of a wash to it, and you know, he has a big old mustache. And then other than that, he's bald-headed. All that studying, smoke from candles and stuff. And then he's a nice soft goods robe here. And the reason the belt kept popping off when I tried to move it, so I decided to just go ahead and take it off for the review. But it's molded. It's got wire running up the front of it here, and then around the bottom edge, and also at the edges of the sleeves. So there are some possibilities with that. So let's just go ahead and take this off, get it out of the way, so that we can take a look at the figure itself. And surprisingly, I shouldn't be surprised by this, because I think that Arazak had the same body, but it's a slight of build. I guess this is the 2.0 body, but it's armored, and you know, it's pretty Mythic Legions-y, if that's a term. So it all seems to be one color. It looks like there might be some wash in it over here, maybe throughout there's some wash, but there's tons and tons of molded detail in this. He's got like chest armor, and he's got these gauntlets, but nothing on his arms or his head, neck, and then armored up on his legs and his butt. So that's pretty cool. I think, yes, just a ball joint at the head. That means he can only look up that high. He can look down that far. He can do the full exorcist. And he's got some waggle, but no chicken neck. At the shoulder, 360 degrees of rotation there. And he can raise his arm up a bit past 90 degrees. Single hinge and swivel at the elbow, swivels around 360 degrees. And gives you approximately a 90-degree bend. Now keep in mind, all of this range that we're getting right now may not be the same range that you get when all of his robes and stuff are on him. So this is a separate piece. It rotates 360 degrees. The wrist rotates 360 degrees, and again, these grip hands are on in and out hinges, and in and out hinge on this side as well. Now, instead of dumbbell at the waist, he has a separation here where the upper chest meets the torso, the rest of the torso, and it's, I don't know if it's a full dumbbell in there or just a half dumbbell or a ball joint, you know. So there's that. So he gets some hula there, and I don't think there's, oh, I take it back, there is something at the waist too. So leans left and right, so it works in conjunction with this thing at the waist. So he gets this much hula. He can lean left and right like that. He can lean back about like that. He can lean forward about like that. This one has 360 degrees of rotation. The lower one has 360 degrees of rotation as well. So wizards can really twist. That's what I'm taking away from this. At the hips, looks like the full splits plus, so a little bit more than the splits. He can kick forward about that far, slightly under 90 degrees it looks like, and back, wow, like a mule. Look at that. So is there, yes, right here there's a swivel, 360 degrees of rotation there. At the knee is single hinge and swivel, swivels around 360 degrees, and it gives you that much bend. We'll go ahead and call that 90, close to 90 anyway. Then something fell off. Oh, it's one of those crotch pieces. We'll get that fixed in a minute. That don't look straight. So anyway, the ankle or the whole foot pins up into the leg here, and it does have a full rotation there. At the ankle, tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and it does have a pin for rocker. Now this crotch piece fell out, but it just pins right back in his wiener hole. I don't know, I probably shouldn't have said that. So give me just a minute, my friends, and we'll get him all fixed back up. Alright, my friends, here we have him all decked out, at least as much as possible. He's holding his staff. His book is hanging over here on his side. He's got a scroll in one hand. He's got his belt pouches there. He's got his belt back on. He's got all his robes on. He's got his outer cloak on. The only other thing I could have done was put the power pieces or the magical effect. And there I go bumping stuff. Putting the magical effect on the staff. So, there you have it, my friends. A look at the figure and his accessories and how they store on him. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Poxus Waves Samir Scrollwarder with the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Poxus Waves Arazak and the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Poxus Waves Thrace Wraithhaler. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Poxus Waves Samir Scrollwarder, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee from G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander from Star Wars The Black series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Poxus Waves Samir Scrollwarder, and I don't know if I pronounced Samir or Samir, I don't know. Scrollwarder, I got that part though. So for final thoughts on this guy, you know, it's surprising, even though the other wizard out of this wave, Arazak, the evil wizard, has pretty much the same stuff going on under the robes. I forgot that he was all armored up until I looked at Samir here. And then, oh yeah. Of course the other guy's armored up too. And it's still surprising that a wizard is wearing armor up under his robes, but forewarned is forearmed, or preparedness is a Boy Scout trait. Whatever. I don't know. So, you know, he's prepped for action, even though he's mostly a scholarly dude and protects the library of Abgandor. Whatever. The place where the Order of Basilia's library is. Or the Convocation. Is it Convocation Order? I don't remember. But anyway, the place where the wizards keep all their books. The Magic Library, I guess. So anyway, so I guess he's always prepared. And, you know, I think he just looks cool. He's a good wizard. So now I have a good wizard and a bad wizard. Whether or not I get any more wizards, I don't know. I know I've got Aza Spiritbender on pre-order, and she's a good witch. Or anyway, she's a female magic user, and she'll be my opposite of Thrace Wraithhaler for the bad guys. So I do like the wired soft goods, especially the hood of his outer cloak. I think that's fantastic. I wish Star Wars would do that so that the Emperor would look more cool, or Luke would look more cool, without having to get another cloak that costs probably as much as the figure itself. So I didn't do that with the Emperor. I did do that with the Mandalorian Luke. Not the one that comes with Grogu, but the Imperial Light class. The one where he destroyed all the Dark Troopers. So, but I think there's still at least one good fold in Samir's outer cape here that I'm going to have to take care of. But for the most part, I really like this guy. He looks cool. He does strike that kind of wizardly look. Almost a Gandalf the Off-White. Because his robes aren't quite white. But they're not gray either. So he can be Samir the Off-White Scrollwarder. I don't know. But there it is, my friends. Another fine figure from Four Horsemen, from the Mythic Legions line. And even though, you know, sometimes there are some QC things here, mostly ankles is the biggest QC problem I run into with Mythic Legions. And so, I don't know. Some of them fall over, some of them don't. This one seems to be standing pretty good. Plus, he has a staff, so it'll help make him stand up. So I don't think there'll be any future problems with Samir here, as long as he's not in an action pose. It was very delicate to get him in this pose on the turntable. But I like this. If you're looking for a nice, good wizard for your ranks, here he is. As of this recording, he is on sale at thestorehorseman.com, also at Big Bad Toy Store. I think Nerdzoic had it for the $37 too. So you've got a few options if you're looking for this guy. And you know, I don't bet your money on this, but it doesn't seem to be selling out fast everywhere. So, you know, if you're a little strapped but you want the dude, you might can wait. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, because, you know, I'd hate for you to, oh, well, Digital Caveman said I could wait, and then it sells out from under you. I don't want that to happen. So, you know, your financial responsibility is your own, so please make wise decisions. Don't be like me and just buy stuff. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link, and see if any membership offers are right for you. But only if you were in a position to do so. And I wasn't saying over what I said, it was my squeaky voice. So, memberships, but only if you're in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.